Hello and welcome to another video from Miniature Tanks Company. In this video, we're going to be assembling the 1980s truck. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start to do that. Why don't we first work on the flatbed version of this truck. So, I'm going to go ahead and clip the wheels and fast forward that process. There's actually another thing to do for this kit. There's a sprue cut here. Let's get that bumper without that sprue. So cutting off that sprue. Last but not least, there's this support plastic that's underneath this wheel well area. So just try and get that cut away. Yeah, there you go. So that is that. You can sand this down if you wish, or take some X-Acto knife to it, whatever your heart's desires. Your heart desires, not your hearts. Ha! Unless there's two of you that I'm talking to. Alright. So that's cutting away that kit. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward the process, and I will continue on this flatbed kit gluing it, but I'm going to go ahead and cut the other kits ahead of time since they're exactly the same as what I did here, just to solve it now. Alright, so we went ahead and went through that whole process of cutting away these kits. The first one we watched, and then the other two we skipped because they're essentially the same. Now we're going to glue together this flatbed version of the truck. Actually, how about we go and work on this regular pickup version of the truck. Alright, so actually the regular with the canopy, the regular one is here. 3 different versions, 3 different listings. It all depends on which one you bought. So let's start to glue this together. The first, oops, and I forgot. So I'm going to fast forward this and get this one cut away. Alright, so like I said, you could, if you wish, we get an X-Acto knife and cut away at this extra plastic here, this, what would you call it, flash or whatever. Alright. Careful with the X-Acto knife. Now we can start to glue. So the first step, of course, let's get some glue there. And then you just put down this piece like that. Yeah. So be careful when you put down this piece The glue can be inseparable. I'm going to go and separate this now, but just be careful when you put down the piece. Alright, so we got that piece separated after gluing it down wrong. We're going to try to glue it down correctly this time. There we go. I think that will be good. So that's good. While we're kind of waiting for that to dry, let's go ahead and glue on these wheels. Just get that wheel there and make sure the axle is in the center of the wheel. Axle to the center. Another thing to glue together is the bumper. There you go. So there's that bumper. The next thing to glue together is this piece. So I'm going to put some glue on the edge there. And then you just want to place this piece aligned perfectly like that. And that should be aligning pretty well. Next, go ahead and put some glue along there. Simply take that canopy and place it on the bed. After that canopy is there, stick some glue here. Make sure those wheels are going in the center of the wheel. The axle needs to go in the center. There you have it. There's the 1980s truck with the canopy and this extra tire. You can decide what you want to do with it. Glue it on the back or something, but there's an extra tire for you. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward the flatbed gluing together process because it's essentially the same. Alright, so there you have it. There's the little flatbed version of the truck. That's done. Now we're going to do the regular version of the truck. And as a guest, I'm going to fast forward it. But before I fast forward, the only difference is for you to just put some glue here. Because this is the tailgate of the pickup bed. That's essentially the only difference. And depending on your scene that you're doing, you could have the tailgate down or up, whatever. But yeah, so that's the only difference. Now let's fast forward and do the same process we have done. And there you have it. There's the 1980s trucks They're available at miniaturetanks.com. Thank you so much for watching.